Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 2 of week 5 of the Halo Championship Series. I'm Strongside, joined at the Xfinity desk with Kyle Elamite Elam. Now we have the match of the week coming up next. This is Counter Logic Gaming versus Team Envyus. They played last week. We saw Envyus lose against CLG in Game 5, so Envyus is able to get their rematch just a week later, but Counter Logic Gaming doesn't have their full roster. Royal 2, he has a sub, which is one of the only people that has made it out of the open circuit. That's Rami. Rami, the rising star, will be playing with Counter Logic Gaming. Royal 2 is sick, and we wish him the best in a speedy recovery. So regardless, even though it's not the full Counter Logic Gaming roster, if they lose, that allows Team Envyus to tie them for that #1 seat.
Yeah, it's still going to count on the record. I mean, just because one person gets sick doesn't mean the world is going to stop there. The games must continue. Let's take a look at Team Envyus here. Of course, we have Pistola, who was doing absolute work last week here in all the full series, especially Game 5. And of course, we've got Mikwin, Rain, and L-Town. Now, let's also take a look at their league record here so far. Of course, they did lose the 3-2 series against Counter Logic Gaming, as well as Enigma 6. But other than that, they have not lost to anyone else. And although some of the series have been close, especially their first series with Evil Geniuses, they have been winning pretty convincingly throughout the rest of the time.
Definitely. Well, let's take a look at the other side. Let's take a look at Counter Logic Gaming. We've got Frosty, Lethal, the Substitute, Rami, and Snakebite. We saw these guys win their match yesterday with Rami. Rami didn't put up the biggest numbers yesterday, but you know what? He did what he was supposed to do. He showed up, and he helped CLG win their match. So let's also take a look at CLG's match league record right now. And the only team they've lost to is Enigma 6. Other than that, they've been beating everyone. They had that close match against Envyus. Can they defeat Envyus this week with Rami? That's the big question.
It is a big question. Let's take a look at some of the player stats here. And Rami has some big shoes to fill. Look at that Royal 2 line. KDA ratio, 6.58. Damage per death, 186. Essentially the highest out there. Just amazing things from Royal 2, and then the biggest shoes to fill from Rami. So
yeah, I mean, when you look at these player stats too, I mean, Pistola, Mikwin, L-Town, and Rain, they have some great KDA ratios, but when you stack them against CLG, I mean, look at this. Yeah, 6.5, 5.2, 4.1, Lethal, almost hitting the 4.0 KDA, but I mean, CLG's KDA is just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, not only that, but a lot of the games Envy won, they actually get outslated. So it's kind of impressive that they have such high KDAs. Let's take a look at Mikwin. Of course, Mikwin, no stranger to anyone. He has been putting on a clinic and making montages here in the Pro League ever since we've seen him, especially when he picks up the sniper rifle, just constantly getting crazy headshots and picking up big multi-kills. We've seen the multitude of different triples from him that just can be game-changing.
Give the man a sniper and he'll do something dirty with it. So let's take a look at the game type overview though. We've got Truth CTF, Regret Slayer, the Rig Strongholds here. We've got the Rig Stronghold, CLG's weakest game type so far here in the Pro League. And then if we make it to game 4 and 5, Fathom CTF, and then Eden Slayer. So, you know, these, if you're Envy, I'd say you're happy with these game types.
Right, but I'd say True CTF, maybe pretty happy with. Rig Strongholds, definitely happy with. Eden Slayer, pretty happy with that one too. Yeah,
so, but at the same time, CLG doesn't have really a terrible game type. But let's get ready to hop into the match here. The players are ready. You know, let's kick things off with Rami on this match because I want to see what he does off the start and kind of how he's contributing to the squad early in the start of this match.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'd like to see what Rami has in store. He's definitely struggling yesterday as opposed to last week, but you know, I'm looking to have a lot of those in-game jitters out of the way, so expecting big things from him.
All right, Rami already off to moving on the car side of the map. He's looking to grab this sword, but L-Town with the shoulder bash there, the Spartan charge, excuse me, on him right there, and he's able to quickly take down Rami there. Now 2 fall for Envy.
And yeah, like you said, 2 down there, and you've got Rain and the rest of Envy kind of being being fairly aggressive here. They're trying to push out of their base, but CLG just spread across the map really, really well. Ramy's got helping Snakebite or PJ, who is there in pink 2, but gets taken out by top center. It looks like car side is in favor of Envy.
And just for those of you at home, every once in a while you'll hear me make a couple mistakes there about maybe a shoulder bash instead of Spartan charging. Maybe a few mistakes that we've even calling like the mining rig, or calling the rig mining rig right there. I mean, we've gone through a bunch of names and different names for absolutely everything in this game. A bunch of different variations, so it's kind of getting to hear the insider trade there, what kind of we're going through in development there. But Ramy's top middle, the flag has been tossed to top middle. This is a little bit of an H2 throwback, little CTF route here. He is going to get that flag into the window, and it looks like Frosty will be able to connect and rally that flag all the way back in. Nice little throwback to Halo 2. I love it.
That was some 5K back. Lunchbox and Roy first made their appearance into competitive Halo in their team named 5K, and I remember they were playing a group of, essentially pros at the time. Franzi, Killer N, I can't remember everyone on the team at this point, but running the flag, they did 2 flags across top center, where it was amazing to watch, something you hadn't seen any other teams really do in competitive play.
I like this flank from Pistola. If he can pick up this kill, they may be able to get this flag initiated here and get that a little bit further across the map. That's going to be 3 down for CLG. Make it 4 down. You've got Pistola over here, and players on CLG spawning that top car, but Pistola's right here to cut him off. He gets Frosty down to 1 shot. He will finish the kill, and they are going to get that capture. We're tied up 1-1 now. Pistola still with the fuel rod, already putting pressure on the players in the base from CLG, but he is going to charge directly into the base. I love that play.
Wow, strong side. We've got L-Town, who actually just got taken out, but we actually had 2 fuel rods and sword in the favor of Envy just a moment ago. With that camo coming up, I would have liked to see them play a little bit maybe more passively and try to focus on that. Now the camo does go over in the hands of Mikwin. If we can hop on board with him, he was our player profile before this match, but just like that, as I say it, gonna go ahead and predict his death. He is taken out, so no more camo on the map. Both fuel rods were initially down in CLG's base. Frosty's gonna grab one of those.
All right, Mikwin trying to get some control over on the pink side, and pink side always kind of the better side to control. You got a lot of cover there, and you want to run the flag mostly through pink 1, so he was trying to get some control here, but Ramy just had other plans for him, and he's got control of pink 2 alongside Frosty. They're taking shots from across the map. Pistola's making a charge while that happened, and Pistola just runs right into 3 players as CLG just completely collapsing over on the pink side of the map.
And he actually picked up a trade there. Pretty good position in Ramy with the outplay. I mean, there were 2 players front of pink. L-Town goes for the challenge, thinking Mikwin's there to help him, but Ramy, perfect thrust slide and gets out, or just thrust and gets out of the way there and picks up the kill.
Well, CLG still with the aggression here. They've got players top middle, and they're pushing in from the pink side. Lethal looking to pick up a kill here. Yes, he is able to take down Rain. Rain will go down. That's 2 down for Envy. Lethal moving in, looking to get a flag initiated here. That's 3 down for Envy. Lethal staying alive, fighting his life against Mikwin right there, but he will fall.
Strong side. Let's go on board with Frosty. He's got oh gosh, the Hydra launcher blanked for a moment there, and we've seen just how effective this weapon can be lately. It's just becoming more and more prevalent in these Pro League matches. Now he will drop that for the fuel rod. Of course, fuel rod on this map is going to be a little bit more effective, but not able to grab any kills or damage with it yet.
Yeah, when you talk about that Hydra launcher, you saw what Lethal did on Eden Team Slayer, so definitely the players, it's really cool to see them really get better with that weapon and definitely kill other players when they least expect it.
Now camo's going to go in the hands of Snakebite as well, and we can jump on board with him. He's picking up a quick kill on a player bottom red, and he's going to keep pushing up. Now, Envy knows he's below the base, and he's got this sword as well.
He's got a little present. He's got a little present in his pocket for you, so he's going to take this flag under the base, and this is a great play as well because, you know, he knows the players are going to spawn over on the car side of the map, and he didn't want to leave any opportunity for those players to spawn under the base. So he took the flag down low, blocked those spawns, and now he's running all the way back in. Pistola will get taken down by Lethal, and look at this. They're capping flag number 3. That's going to be it, folks. CLG takes game number 1.
And that was it's pretty close as far as slays go. Okay, so I thought it was going to be a little bit more stacked, but 3-1 victory That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Was not expecting that, and considering at one point in the game, Envy had 2 fuel rods, sword, and camo, but weren't able to capitalize on any kills or any flag runs. You know, it's kind of disappointing to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Counter Logic Gaming starting off strong, winning game number 1. Rami definitely playing great, filling in the role for Royal 2. Pistola, this was a great play from him, just swooping into the base, and Rami staying alive here. Look at this, and then thrusting back. He's able to get this kill on L-Town with the Storm Rifle, and then Lethal pushing into the base. I mean, CLG, it felt like they were just always in the face of the players on Envy and just constantly putting that pressure on them, and never really stuck inside their base.
Now, in that Pink 2 moment where Rami got that kill on L-Town, I was a little curious why Mickwin didn't just run into Pink 2. There was one guy in there, he was no shields, and he ended up dropping Pink 1. And they never really able to get any kind of control from that. So, you know, in the future, I definitely would have liked to see him just run right in there. You've got a teammate behind you. You need to take his place in that location. It's L-Town that should be dropping Pink 1. You should be charging into Pink 2. All
right, well, now we're going to be moving into Regret Slayer. CLG, they've won this 3 times. They haven't lost this yet, so it's looking to be in their favor right now. As over on the other side, Envyus has won this twice and lost it once. Still, CLG, even with Rami right now, I feel like they're not really phased. Rami just kind of fits right in, and even though they don't have Royal 2's playing style, Rami's able to just jump into the squad, and everyone seems to feel so comfortable with him. And Rami, even himself, he feels comfortable.
Well, I mean, I certainly hope Rami feels comfortable, because it'd be a pretty comfortable team to be on, knowing you've got the 3 best players in the league with you.
You only need to focus on yourself at that point. You know those other 3 guys are going to be just killing it. But we've already got game 2 underway here, so let's kick things off with Regret Slayer. First to 50 kills is going to win. This is a symmetrical map, and there you see Overshield at bottom middle, so players are going to rush off the rip to get that Overshield.
And whoever gets this first OS, you know, teams have different strategies. Some sit back and relax, other ones sprint right in. Let's go off with Mickwin. We talked about him before, and see which strategies these teams decide to go with.
All right, Mickwin is going to make his push over towards the fuel rod right now, but L-Town will go down, so Mickwin's hopes of getting the fuel rod are no more, but he does a great job at just staying alive and not giving a free death or a free kill to the other team. He is going to spot Rami and finish him off and help out his teammate there. That's 2 down for CLG. About to make it 3 down. Snakebite trying to stay alive. You've got Lethal trying to help him out, but Lethal will take a punch to the face, and Snakebite, great plasma caster there from Snakebite.
And gosh, just a second ago, it was only 3-2 in the first almost 40 seconds of the game. So such a low-scoring game to start. But just like that, Envy starting to get elite. Snakebite with an amazing plasma caster, switching to that pistol and picking up or finishing off the kill. Big plays here so far, and really interesting strategies with how well players are staying alive.
Let's see if Rain can do something with this plasma pistol here and carbine combo. Definitely able to get some quick kills with this, but Envy not with any real control at top middle. CLG just soaring and exploring through the air. That would be Lethal flying, and CLG just still putting on the pressure. You saw them constantly holding top middle on Truth, and that's 3 down for Envy. Let's move over to Lethal as he's got top middle control. I mean, we just saw CLG just literally all 4 in one wave just push over on the Envy guys. And look at this, you got Lethal just charging under the base, coming right for you. Perfect kill on Rain, right to the dome. So Lethal is just constantly in your face. And check out that CLG skin too. You see he's repping that as well. So if you wanted to purchase those are available in the rec store as well. And I believe Lethal says if you have those skins, it makes you play better, and maybe you get a better pistol shot.
I mean, we'll see, because Rami's busting out the skin for today's action as well. So that's the full CLG lineup here, rocking those, and a 12-9 lead. We got the new OS getting ready to spawn up, so start looking for both teams to rotate bottom center and get ready for this one.
The will fall. Overshield is about to be up, like you said. Let's hang out here in the death screen and see if any player is going to be able to get this. Pistola is attempting to go for that. I believe he is taken down, though, so no player able to get away with that Overshield. Actually, is that L-Town? Was he able to get away? Maybe it was Burn. Pistol, I believe,
Yeah, it looked like Pistol ended up burning that one. So L-Town was able to get away. He does have the Plasma Caster as well. CLG, they have some players top center and mainly top car controlling that. It's always great to see players car 3 or the very, very top car part as just such a powerful position. So many lines of sight. Of course, you can only sit up there for 10 seconds before you end up suiciding, but nonetheless, great place to be.
Yeah, definitely a great place to traverse through, but feels like CLG, look at this. I mean, this is how you play this game type. You've got Ramy top middle, you've got the other players on CLG just putting the pressure on these players in the base, and just Envy hasn't been able to really like get on a good streak here. CLG just constantly controlling top mid, and L-Town, or not L-Town, but Envy just getting stuck in the base consistently over and over and over again.
Yeah, it looks like they are starting to close this gap a little bit more. Only down by 3 kills here now. 2 members of CLG just dropping. This is a great opportunity for Envy to try to focus on getting top mid control.
L-Town trying to go for this little sneaky clamber spot to make it up to top middle. He's not able to make that happen. It looks like the player that was just in front of him was able to, and that would be Snakebite. Snakebite just clambering up the wall, just mountain climbing, rock climbing, as some would say. But L-Town will take down Snakebite, 21-24. L-Town now making a rotation around to the car side. He will be taken down by Lethal, so a big kill from Lethal. Very clutch of him to be able to finish off that kill. Now Pistola, let's move over to Pistola as he's getting into a fight with a player top car. Just off alone by himself. Just staying alive right now. Not too much happening. A lot of action happening on the other side of the map, but Pistola just being a nuisance. Just making sure that the guys on CLG are focused on players behind them as well, and it makes them a little bit more it makes them a little bit worried knowing that Pistola is behind them.
And we've got the new OS getting ready to spawn right now. They're trying to contest it. Great job by Rain and Pistola to get a full OS in Pistola's hands. Rain ultimately gets taken out, and Pola's overshield is just dropping so quickly and dies. Looks like Lethal shooting some plasma casters, tons of nades coming in. Let's go on board with Lethal here. He's got the plasma casters, got a lot of ammo, and on top of that, he is 11, 7, and 4 right now. He has the most kills, the most assists, and the least amount of deaths of anyone in the game right now.
So he's pretty much going off is what you're saying.
He's got front page news right now. He is laying the board and everything.
All right, Lethal trying to connect with that plasma caster, not able to do so. He's here with Ramy right now, but these two are going to be making a push towards the car side. And great teamwork from these two, already working really well together as Ramy's the new addition, just working with Lethal, just kind of having that duo teamwork. But Ramy will fall. Lethal is able to get out of there. He had no ammo left in that plasma caster, so he was able to find a battle rifle. But Mikwin must have not heard a call out there because he got taken down by Lethal, who was weak over in car 2. That's 3 down for Envy. CLG is now up 5.
And CLG just putting on a pretty dominating performance here in game 2 as well. Getting shot at and taken out from behind with Ramy now dropping. This is a good opportunity. Back to a 2-kill game with Frosty dropping 1-kill game. This game is far from over.
Yeah, it is definitely not over yet, and both teams are fighting in to win this game. And we all know once a team kind of carries away on this map and you lose maybe by like 7 or 8 kills, it's pretty much lights out for you. So both teams doing a great job in not allowing their other team to take anything away. But Ramy now pushing on to Mikwin, realizes that he's got an opportunity, and a great push from CLG and Ramy. Ramy's gonna pick up that kill. We're at 37-38. Let's move over to Frosty now as he's trying to make a push over on blue side. He's got a teammate pushing into pink. Pistola will get caught out over in the open over there top pink, but he does have the plasma caster, not able to connect there, but 2 more players fall for Envy. Snakebite and Lethal picking up another kill. 40-38. I mean, this game is still in anyone's hands.
And you know what's interesting is, so on Envy, 3 players have 10 kills, L-Town sitting at 9 kills, but with 12 assists. Mikwin has 15 deaths already. So he is 10 and 15, although he's leading the board. So he's been on death cam a lot this game.
Yeah, once you have 12 deaths, that's pretty much like, all right, I got to slow things down a little bit. And I got to make sure I'm not giving up any kills here.
Just like that, we are back and tied up at 42-42. I mean, you can't give away games to CLG if you expect to beat them in a series. So this is going to be, Envy really needs to clutch this one up to win. If they have any chance of winning the series.
There you see it. Envy does finally take the lead, 43-42. Frosty will fall to Rain. Rain looking to push into blue base. Rami trying to stay alive. Rain is pulling, or excuse me, Envy is pulling away by just a bit right now. Now back down to a 1-kill lead. Rain made a push over into blue, and Rami was able to sneak out and stay alive. Mikwin falls, though. Will he be able to win this fight against Snakebite? No, he will not. This man is on a tear. Snakebite, let's move over to Snakebite. Just always on point with his shots. He's got the carbine now. CLG with the lead, 46 to 45. Snakebite on the prowl. He does spot Pistola, though. He knows he's up here. Plasma Caster is coming up, and Snakebite is going to thrust over to the other side of pink. Pistola is getting shot. Pistola fighting back. Can he do it? No. Snakebite still alive. We're at 46, 45 still. He does go down. We are all tied up. Pistola, look at this. He has stayed alive for so long, fighting Lethal. He takes down Lethal. Pistola, oh my gosh, this is why they call him the Wizard. We're tied up 47 to 47. He's got the Plasma Caster. He spots Snakebite. Can he pick up a Long Ranger with the Plasma Caster? No, he cannot. 48 now to 47. 48 to 48. Elamite, 48 to 49. CLG trying to close this out. It's a battle at bottom middle for Overshield. He will stay alive. Frosty staying alive. Oh my gosh, what is going on right now?
It looks like that overshield was in fact burnt as well, so Envy cannot die. You've got Rami sneaking around in front of the base. Ola getting naded here on this side. And just like that, Snakebite picking up a perfect kill on L-Town to finish him off. And L-Town is kind of showing up to be consistently the last death in these close games against CLG now, as he was the last 2 deaths against CLG last week when these two teams matched up.
Oh my gosh, dude. What a crazy comeback right there. I mean, it was actually, I shouldn't even call it a comeback. It was just back and forth right there between both the teams. Looked like Envy may have been able to take that one in the bag, but wow, man. I mean, that is wild. That is absolutely crazy. So, I mean, CLG, even with Rami, man, they're still holding it down. They're 2-0 right now.
And that was on the last kill, if you were wondering. So it was going to be Snakebite top center, and L-Town just gets caught peeking out the window, thrusts directly backwards, and is still in position of Snakebite, who just picks up 5 clean shots and a perfect kill there. So, you know, a little popping out just a little bit too far on those bridges. Getting
so
caught
clutch.
out.
So clutch by Pistola.
That was about as much as Pistola could do that game. We saw great play from Envy, you know, showing why they're such a sick team. But, you know, I had a feeling last week that we might see some really close games here today, but that CLG was going to be a lot more prepared than they previously were here. But I am really excited for the Rig Strongholds, because I called them out last week and I said, this is the weakest game type. I think if they lose this game type, then it's solidified. It is in fact their weakest, but if they're able to win it, it'll still be their first win on this game type / map in quite some time. But regardless, still a tough call right now with going to be the Rig Strongholds.
Exactly. Well, while we're waiting for the players to get into the match, let's take a look at the article of the week. This was posted on Reddit and talks a bit about all the little jumps and slides and stuff you can do. One that we saw Spartan the Dog do earlier on Truth, but ghost jumping is another big thing where you're crouching around and jumping and kind of moving and you don't show up on radar. Bunch of other things you can do, and it breaks down how to do them all as well, and you can check them out right here at this link if you want to know how to do all that and up your game pretty much. If you know how to do all of these, obviously all the pro players are going to be doing this, and all the top players in the game are trying to get better. This is the stuff that they're doing. It's the little stuff that counts.
And the amount of time that the people put into the game to discover these jumps, you just can't discover them all on your own. It needs to be a collaboration of everyone in the games trying it out, and that's what this list is, a compilation of a lot of those great jumps. Don't spend 3 months practicing jumps every day for jumps people have already learned or mastered. Just go look at the article, watch a YouTube video, and practice.
These jumps aren't essential to becoming a top player, but they definitely help you become a top player. You got to focus on your shot, your map movement, your map placement, and everything first. But it sounds like we do have the players ready for the next match. Who do you want to kick things off with here?
I want to go off with Lethal this game. He was having a monstrous game last regret here, and I want to see if he's going to continue that here going into this Rig Strongholds.
All right, well, on board with Lethal. He's going to shoot down this camo right here, and Rain will pick that up. Let's see if Rain can sneak away right there. We'll move over to Rain if he is able to stay alive. It looks like Rain is able to stay alive, so we'll move over to Rain. He's got Storm Rifle in hand and camo. Red team obviously always favored in getting the camo off the start. It's very hard for blue team to get that camo. Red team has great sight lines right off the start of the match, and all 4 players essentially could have their eyes on the camo. But Rain, he's gonna get taken down right there. What a play by Snakebite, but that's gonna be 2 down for both teams here. And Ola is gonna fly in and come and pick up this scatter shot here.
And that was a pretty clutch play by CLG in order to do that. You know, they had the camo in the hands of Envy. He picks up a kill, grabs scatter shot, but then just kind of gets outplayed in the 1v1.
All right, well, let's stay with Pistola here for just a bit. He's going to take down Snakebite with a long-range headshot. He's going to make his way over towards the nest and help out his buddy Rain here. So definitely some good teamwork from the guys on Envy. I like how Pistola rotated over to help out Rain, and now they're capturing 2 and putting some points on the board here. And you've got Mikwin with the railgun, so let's move over to Mikwin and see what he's doing with the railgun. He may be out of ammo, I believe, though, fighting this 1v1 fight against Frosty. But we do have some sexy stats up here, Elamite, as you would say, with a KDA of 3.43. I mean, that number's a little familiar.
I think I've seen that before somewhere.
I'm not sure where I've seen that number before, but it definitely looks familiar. But Mikwin and Team Envy are going to take down 2 players of CLG. So still trying to keep control of the map, and they are going to go for that 3 cap. He does spot Snakebite down below, and Mikwin in a great position just to be able to put shots on those players of CLG just right off the spawn and just keep them at bay by the BR base.
And this is good jobs by Envy here, and that railgun, I think it just flew off the map by those grenades here. And it in fact did. So Mikwin does have a railgun, but it's in fact out of ammo. The brand new railgun was knocked off the map by grenades. So that's going to be a pretty big game changer. But with Envy having this camo, they're previously just triple cap here. This is great position for Envy.
Yeah, now if Rain can stay alive here, definitely, he's got the carbine, so obviously he's got quite a bit of an advantage right now. They're holding 2, let CLG come to them, and that's exactly what they're doing. Letting CLG push over to the tower, but look at this, CLG, all 4 players pushing by the tower. That's not something you want to get caught in. If CLG is just all pushing together, but they are able to get that first kill on Frosty, so that makes it a bit harder for the guys on CLG to push. So Rain will take down that player, actually get help from a player on his team to take that player out. It's 42 now to 20. CLG not so dominant in the past on this game type. Is Envy going to take advantage here and win game number 3? It looks like they are, but now as I say that, CLG captures BR base and slowly is bringing this game back.
It was great teamwork by Rami and let's see, it was Rami and Snakebite, I believe. They're working together in the BR base to get the kill. They were both taking no shields. They pick up a kill on Mikwin. They are able to survive. Lethal ends up dying in that hill, but what CLG is doing is they were just sitting patiently waiting for Envy to make a mistake. And one thing that Envy does better than a lot of the other teams is playing patiently and not playing overly aggressive when they don't need to, giving up those free deaths. So that's one of the reasons why we see Envy have so much success against CLG.
Definitely. Wow, Pistola with the scatter. That's going to be 2 down, actually 3 down now for Envy as Lethal picks up control of the nest, fighting a 1v1 fight against L-Town. Lethal just waiting for him to jump back out, but L-Town is going to let him go. And a great play from, actually, a great play by both players. L-Town realizing there's no need, I don't need to jump out and fight this 1v1 battle. Yes, it would be an epic win, but I'll stay alive to fight another day.
Sometimes epic wins are pretty fun to go for, but it's not the way to completely win games consistently here. So Lethal gonna grab that new camo, clambering around, but Pistola just too quick on the drop and gets him and picks up that kill, beats him down.
Now we do have a trip cap from CLG right now. L-Town's looking to pick up Nest along with 2 other players here on Envy, but CLG still controlling 2, trying to bring this back 55 to 44, and CLG still putting up a fight. I mean, we know that these guys always can bring it back, but CLG constantly just putting the pressure over here on the basement side of the map. You've got Mikwin trying to get this captured, but you've got Lethal Hill. Wow, 3 down.
Did you just see that? So Pistola picks up a stick right as he dies on a player near Carbine, and then Mikwin, getting charged by 2 players, shoots the one in the back with the railgun. Looks like he hit a melee as well, and it gets finished off by his teammate. So amazing play by Envy, basically turning around that basement stronghold and putting it in Envy's favor.
All right, staying with Pistola here as he's in the White Hall. He's going to creep up on Lethal and take him down with the AR. He's got another player pushing him, but he will get bombarded by grenades. Rami will take him out.
And Strongside, listen to this. Between Pistola's 13 kills and Mikwin's 13 kills as well, as he just picked up another one, those 2 kids have more kills than the rest of CLG combined.
Wow. Pistola, there you see it right there. There are the stats. Well, let's move over to Pistola then and see if he can keep up this type of momentum here throughout the rest of this match. They go up 70-50. Envy needs to win this game here to take it to Game 4 and potentially Game 5. If CLG wins this game, they will win against Envy for the 2nd time. And they, in fact, have Rami as well. So CLG with Royal 2 and CLG with Rami, it doesn't matter. And in fact, it's like they're doing better against Envy with Rami right now.
You know, it does kind of look like that, actually. But at the very same time, this Strongholds game is starting to tell a different story here. Frosty not having as much success as we've seen him before on this map. Of course, he had that infamous kill-tacular against Optic Gaming, even though they ended up losing the game anyways. But Frosty, you know, they did grab 1 hill here now, controlling that basement still, but Envy, they just do a great job of moving around.
Yeah, they're constantly rotating. Every time CLG gets a stronghold, they're just right there to get the other one that CLG just had. But now we're starting to see CLG get a little bit of control, but for how long though? 2 fall for CLG. You've got L-Town pushing over on the other side to pick up Nest. That's 2 down for CLG still, and all 4 players of Envy still alive, and they're going for both strongholds. They're going for basement and Nest. They get Nest. Now they're about to get basement. Yes, they'll lose BR base, but they're willing to sacrifice that to make that exchange there and get control of the outside area. So I like that play from Envy and just making that good swap, and they're still definitely in control.
And, you know, like we were saying before this game, Strongholds on the rig. Definitely CLG's weakest game type. I don't think you can argue that any other way now at this point. I said before the game, I'll retract my statement if they win this one, but Envy just putting on a clinic now, especially Mikwin, especially Pistola. They're having fantastic games.
Yeah, this is 98-59. This is lights out for Counter Logic Gaming. L-Town and crew, they're gonna take game number 3, and they've got some fight left in them here. Envy down 2-1 in the series, looking to take this to a Game 5. Let's take a look at the stats. As you said before, Pistola and Mikwin just going on a tear. 18 kills from Pistola and 16 from Mikwin.
And 8 captures by Pistola as well. He is constantly moving around the map and slaying everything is essentially what we're looking at. We're seeing Pistola back in Pistola wizard-like form. Of course, that railgun.
That's the plasma right there where you saw the railgun just go flying off the map. And if you haven't played too much Halo 5, you can use that plasma to nade power weapons to yourself, or just nade them off the map, as you just saw right there, so your other team does not get it.
Pistola just constant kills, always in the right place, sneaking around. Could have had a double right here, but actually pretty good job by, I think that was Snakebite, staying alive and picking up that kill.
Well, when we're looking at the series layout here, we've got Fathom capture the flag coming up next, and looking at the stats for this as well, CLG has won this game type 4 times and only lost it once, so definitely a stronger game type for them. I mean, what am I saying? I mean, CLG's strong on every game type except the rig strongholds.
And they might finally start listening to us now and agreeing. I know they've been trying to prove us wrong everything we say every single time, but come on now. I think we know what we're talking about, at least a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely their weakest game type. They've lost it a lot of times here in the Pro League, and whether they're winning it in practice scrims or not, when it comes down to the right time and game time to win it in Pro League, they're not winning it. But Envy now looking to turn things around. Are we going to see a Game 5 here, Elamite?
I mean, the players predicted a 50-49 Game 5 on this rematch. So if there's any chance, like it started with the Rig Strongholds, I mean, it would have been nice to see see Envyus come away with that Regret Slayer, because I feel like, you know, generally speaking, in those really close, tight games, you know, it's just generally more often you're going to see Counter Logic Gaming with a larger margin of victory, like that Truth Flag 3-1, and then you're the team that needs to come out with those close games, or, you know, clutching it right at the end to secure a victory, like we saw, you know, for example, Envy versus Evil Geniuses being down 47-44 last time they matched up in that Regret Slayer game, but yet clutching it and bringing it back for a victory.
Yeah, definitely. And if we go to Game 5, Eden Slayer, we've seen a little something happen on that. So I want to see a Game 5. I'm sure everyone at home, you guys want to see a Game 5 too. A rematch on Eden Slayer, that would just be downright epic. I mean, we saw what happened last time. So going to Eden Slayer again for their Game 5, I really hope Envy wins this Game 4. I mean, just seeing Game 5 go down on that, it really puts the players to a test, and we're gonna see if Envy can close it out this time when CLG has Rami, or are CLG gonna be able to close it out when they have Rami, and will they do it in a dominant fashion, or will we have a close match once again down to the wire, just being a nail biter?
And of course, you know, on that Rig Stronghold, just talking about that a little bit further there. So CLG elected to veto Empire as opposed to the Rig. So, you know, the Empire can definitely play out a lot differently, you know, whoever controls bottom mid a lot, but with the improvements made to that map, I feel like CLG just would find more success there than the Rig, where they consistently fall short.
Yeah, well, I got a chance to talk to Frosty, and Frosty was saying they didn't think the Rig Strongholds is one of their weaker game types. They just felt like they were getting on like kind of an unlucky streak, but I think they're going to take a look at that again, and maybe if they get that opportunity to play Empire instead of the Rig Strongholds, they'll go for that instead.
Yeah, I just want to see him play it here, but who are you wanting to get this kicked off with?
Let's kick it off with Frosty and see what Frosty's doing. He did say that he would be taking the sniper from Snakebite, kind of filling that Royal 2 role, although there is no sniper on this map, but he's trying to fill kind of a different role for the squad and play a Royal 2 role, I guess, and we'll see how that kind of works out. But we've already got a flag on the move. L-Town's going to throw that into the pit, and look who's got that flag ready to move across the map. That's Pistola. Let's see if he's going to be able to get this into his base. Nope, he's going to die right at the front door. Lethal's right there. Let's see if any player is going to be able to stop this. L-Town's right here, though. Let's see if L-Town can get a touch, but Pistola going for the flag return.
And they will. That was 3 down, now 4 down for CLG, and they're going to put in that first flag cap 45 seconds into the game.
Yeah, great work from Envy, just starting off strong, and let's see if they can close this out now. So they definitely are feeling a bit comfortable, but I mean, it's not over until it's over. So L-Town trying to make a push over to top middle. Mikwin will fall, so CLG is up in numbers. He's going to be able to get a kill here on Lethal. That's going to be 2 down for Envy, though, and the flag is moving. Frosty tossing the flag out. Let's see if he can make that out a bit farther. Rami just soaring and exploring, trying to take out L-Town, and looks like this flag is just going to sit there. No one's able to go for it because all the players on Envy are alive now, so that's going to stop that flag run. So a great play from the guys on Envy, and a great play from L-Town just to stay alive in that situation and make it himself a very hard kill.
Yeah, it really was L-Town leading the charge there on that flag return, just being a distraction for long enough. You had Snakebite, even had the railgun in that situation, picked up another kill, essentially put 3 down for Envy, but they were able to hold off long enough.
I was about to say, what a double back from L-Town. He does get the kill on Lethal. Just a phenomenal play from this guy. We don't talk about him too much, but he's definitely an X factor on this Envy squad. He
is live or die by L-Town a lot of the times, like we saw both in that Regret game and in their last Game 5. Like we said before, he's been the last death set more than on one occasion. So, but needless to say, this game he is starting off and he is playing extremely well.
All right, Frosty now with a nice little combo, a little Christmas present to get camo with Railgun, making it that much easier to get a kill with Railgun. He's going to pick up 1 kill on Mikwin, stopping the flag. Gets naded by Pistola, and it's going to back down. Smart play by Frosty to just stay alive with this Railgun. Gets another kill on another player from Envy on Rain, and that's 3 down for Envy. You're seeing Frosty now make a push up to potentially block some of these spawns, but all the players on Envy are spawning up, and you know what? All these players are just falling. Look at this, CLG just completely collapsing on all the players. All 4 down on Envy as they spawn up over by the vat. And look at this, they're immediately trying to run into the base to stop this flag. But look at that, I mean, just they completely stopped everything right there. And Snakebite is gonna cap flag number 1. We're all tied up here 1-1.
That was perfect execution. All 4 members of CLG collapsing on the base, killing all 4 members of Envy, turning around and running the flag back. And, you know, initially no one had even died on CLG yet. So that was amazing play by literally every single member of CLG.
Snakebite looking to push into the base with Frosty here. He's got Frosty pushing in. Frosty's got him weak, but L-Town's gonna be able to get that kill. Big kill by L-Town. Now going for the flag. Snakebite is gonna miss that and actually reload his weapon, and Mikwin's gonna take advantage of that and get that kill. Now you see Envy starting to make their push. Let's move over to Pistola as he's pushing into the base. CLG, 3 players from CLG in their base. Pistola has no teammates right now to help push up, but they are going down from across the map. Will this be 3 down for CLG? 2 players in the base? No, it will not be. So CLG just playing some great defense right now. Pistola and Envy have got to play better offense, and you know what? That's what they're doing. That's going to be 2 down for CLG, and Pistola's moving this flag over towards the treehouse. He's got help from Mikwin. Can they get this flag back to their base and secure flag cap number 2?
Plus you have the railgun up as well. That is going to go over. You see, you have Rain trying to set up for that. Pistola still with the flag out, but 2 members down for each team now. Camo did just spawn. Pistola, oh, if he won that kill, but that actually is going to send Camo in the hands of Rami, so what a change of events. Instead of picking up that kill, now Rami's going to have the Camo as well. Picks up a kill quickly on Mikwin. We can hop on board with Rami there, see what he's, take a look through his eyes with this Camo and see what's going on.
Rami just hanging out around top middle, just kind of watching where everybody's at. We always say it's nice to have one guy around top middle, but CLG starting their push and their descent into the base of Envy, but that push is going to be denied. Look at this. He had Pistola run right by Rami, who had camo on. Look at this. Rami with a phenomenal play, just sneaking around, waiting for the right opportunity. Double kill on Pistola. That's going to be 2 down for Envy. He spots Rain top middle. Players on Envy spawning over by the vat. A great grenade from him. He's going to be able to get him down to 1 shot, but he gets away. That's 2 down for CLG. Huge kill from Rami with the pistol. What a play. I mean, Rami just proving to be that good pickup for this squad.
But Pistola grabs the flag, runs it out of the base, gets taken out as well. Rami now focusing on that return, but they did get the return themselves. So Rami doing some great work, picking up several kills, but just not enough in that scenario.
Still tied up 1-1. Team Envyus needs to win this here to take it to game 5. CLG can send them home though and take them down for the 2nd time if they win this match, if they win this game here. So quite a bit of time left here. Still tied up 1-1. So let's stay on board with Rami. That's 2 down for Envy right now. Let's see if CLG can make a push into the base now that they've kind of got a few down from Envy and maybe potentially getting some control here.
And then L-Town getting caught in the back. Rami picking up the kills that he needed to, or hitting those shots that he needed to. That's 2 down for CLG. Only 1 down though for Envy here. So Rain, is he going to grab this flag and run it, or is he just going to throw it out and try to be a distraction?
Looks like he's just trying to be a distraction, but that distraction will be taken down immediately. So Snakebite doing a great job at eliminating Rain and not letting that flag go anywhere.
Now, strong side, we got to go take a look at Pistola. He's got the railgun, he's got the BR. He just picked up a crisp double kill, but he in fact gets taken out as well. So I don't know if Lethal knows that railgun's down up there, but regardless, he's got teammates, or excuse me, enemy team charging him. He's just trying to stay alive as long as possible here.
You got Mikwin with camo on your screen. Can he take him down? No, Mikwin will be taken down though from Frosty. So I believe there was a player that did find that railgun, but they did fall as well. So you've got Snakebite running the flag through the treehouse. Rain's here trying to stop him. Can he get him? Oh my gosh, Snakebite. Huge kill from Snakebite right now to take down the flag. To take down someone with that flag. He's got it back into his base. Let's jump into 3rd person, see if anyone can stop it. Nope. You've got Rami just being a huge distraction and cutting off that route. Let's jump back into 1st now. And now CLG is up 2-1, looking to close this game out and end the series, sending Envyus home.
All right, now Pistola does have the railgun back in his hands. And Frosty, though, has been doing work all game, sitting at 22 kills. Next highest kills in the game is 13, and that's Rami and Mikwin tied there. So obviously, Frosty doing work and now he actually picked up the railgun as well. We got to go on board with Frosty.
All right, let's move over to Frosty right after this battle here. Now on with Frosty. Let's see what he can do with this railgun. Just waiting, trying to take down a player. He does connect with Mikwin as he will fall to the ground. CLG just holding the center 50-yard line right now, just containing the guys on Envy. He's gonna pick up another kill on Pistola, just making it look way too easy right now. And I like this play from Frosty. He's getting a couple kills. Now he's starting his descent to push into the base. Knows a player's hiding right here. He's gonna take down Rain and stay alive. No player on Envy is able to take him down. He's just getting his shields back at the front of the base, but he will be eliminated from Pistola eventually. So Pistola, now look at this, snake bite with the next railgun. So, I mean, just constantly CLG with power weapon control.
Dude, and somehow, I don't know how he does it, but consistently, Frosty just puts up such crazy numbers on this map, Snakebite, with that great railgun. Frosty already 27 kills now. Next highest, just give you an update, is going to be Rami now at 16. But the 3 down for Envy, and the last flag is being run. Snakebite with camo and railgun. This is not looking good for Envy.
All right, you've got Lethal going in. That flag will go down. Pistola and L-Town have different plans as anyone here. You've got him sliding in. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does. Counter Logic Gaming wins Fathom CTF 3-1, winning the series 3-1 as well. So CLG, even with Rami, defeated Team Envyus, and actually, they defeated them quicker than they did when they had Royal 2. When they had Royal 2, they went to Game 5. So Rami definitely being a big contribution to the team, but Frosty really stepping up in Royal 2's absence and going 28 kills. Wow, Frosty just coming in hot right now, just dropping a big one on the guys from Envyus.
I think Frosty's saying the Royal 2 baits him all the time, doesn't let him go this positive normally, because that was domination from Frosty, just constantly picking up multitude of multi-kills and doing just amazing things. Like even right here, the railgun, he's so patient. He makes it look so easy. Somehow no one's ever looking at him. This kid is ridiculous.
Well, when you look at CLG too, winning this matchup as well, this just puts them further ahead of all the other teams. And I mean, potentially we'll have to look at all the numbers after the last 2 matches, but I mean, they may have secured their spot in the top 4 already. So we'll have to take a look at that. But I mean, CLG just being very dominant with Rami, and Rami has got to be happy as well. And same with CLG, happy that they picked up Rami to be that substitute. And this just goes to show, I mean, they made the right choice. Rami is a rising star, and we're going to see a lot more of him in the near future.
Yeah, he was doing work this entire series, and a 3-1 victory with a substitute like that. When you lose the highest KDA in the game, I thought CLG would come out stronger here today. Even out without Royal 2, I know like they've probably been working on these game types ever since they lost that Game 5, and of course, especially since they lost to Enigma 6. But Team Envyus, they have 3 losses now, 2 of those to CLG, and then of course their reverse 3-0 sweep by Enigma 6. So CLG, yes, absolutely pulling ahead of the pack a little bit more, but Envy's stats, like their only losses are against the top, arguably the other top 2 teams in the league.
Yeah, well, let's get right into it. We've got Clutch, the coach of Counter Logic Gaming, ready for an interview. So let's talk with him. Clutch, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all loud and clear.
Congrats, man. Dude, you got a big smile on your face, so you're happy.
Good win, good win.
Yeah, good win. So, I mean, what did you do? What did you do to talk to Rami to kind of like, I guess, get him more comfortable? Because you're just a really laid-back guy, and like you've always said, you just like try and calming down the CLG guys whenever it kind of gets frantic.
Honestly, I thought I would have to do a lot more. Not knowing too much about Rami before we got him as a sub. You're thinking we're getting some amateur top 12, top 16, 24, whatever player. And most of those kids, when they get like a good kill or they make a good play, or they get like super excited and overwhelmed almost. But Rami kept his composure throughout these last 2 days when we were playing, and it really surprised me. His communication was something that stuck out as being almost top tier. Like, not a lot of amateurs have that, so I was very surprised that he was able to do basically just fit in perfectly and run his game.
Yeah, it definitely showed. It definitely showed.
And were you expecting to actually defeat Envyus more convincingly than the last week matchup with Rami over Royal 2?
I was definitely expecting to still come out and get a win. Envy's a good team, but that kind of lit a fire up under us last week. We didn't really come out and play how we wanted to, and I think it spoke a lot for the three individuals, Snakebite, Lethal, and Frosty, that they really wanted to come out and individually make a statement that we're still the dominant team in this league, and we still have the #1 place. And there was a lot of talks on the forums and a lot of talks on Twitter and stuff, and it kind of got to them a little fire up under them to really come out and make a statement.
Yeah, we saw Frosty really step up that last game and drop 28 kills. So with the absence of Royal 2, he definitely stepped up his game. I guess talking about Royal 2 as well, I mean, do you have an update for him? Are we going to see him back next week, or are we going to see him potentially out for even one more week?
Royal 2's still in the hospital. I'm not quite sure if we know exactly what's wrong with him. I'm super worried about it, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody send your regards to him, your prayers towards him. We just want him to be healthy over everything. I mean, over Halo and everything. I mean, that's what's important. And then when he gets healthy, he'll come back, I'm sure, and be the same Royal 2 we know him to be. But until then, yeah, we just want him to get back home.
Yeah, well, we wish nothing but the best and a speedy recovery for him. It's definitely sad to hear you say that. We hope to see him back and very healthy soon. But Clutch, thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us via Skype for this interview.
Absolutely. Good seeing you guys.
All right, take care, Clutch. He's showing us the muscle. He had to end strong. End it strong.
Reset, as Clutch would always say.
I was watching the rebroadcast. This was probably like a couple weeks ago, and in the chat, Clutch, like every so often, he would just post the muscle emotes, just constantly with like a CLG icon or maybe like a Clutch West emote or something like that.
It's definitely better than some of his previous moves that we've seen from him back in the competition days as well. So
yeah. Oh man, Clutch always a character. But you know what? If you want to join the conversation, tweet at us #HCS or @ESL Halo or @HCS. Let us know kind of your thoughts on what's going on and who you think's gonna come out on top, or which 4 teams do you think are going to make it to the finals? Let us know what you're liking, maybe even not enjoying. If you see your team not doing so well, maybe tweet at them, tell them to step it up a little bit. But yeah, let us know what's kind of going on. But we do, I believe, have a tweet that we want to show here as well. We have not seen this, so I'm not sure what we're going to see right now. But here it is from Skitsy HCS at CLG Gaming. Show me this 3-0, please, #HCS. Well, they gave you a 3-1, so almost as good.
With a sub, that's about as best you can hope for as well. Of course, a 3-0 would have been pretty convincing after Game 5 last week, but nonetheless, CLG, just the dominant powerhouse, and proving once again, even with that loss at Enigma 6, that, we have an off week every once in a while, and who knows, Royal 2 might have been the descent, or when he started feeling sick, so it could have absolutely played a factor. So CLG by no means counted out, and by no means not the top team.
Definitely not. Well, we still have one more match. Match number 4 of the day. It's going to be Evil Geniuses versus Enigma 6. This is a big match for both of these teams. Enigma 6 trying to further and lengthen their lead against the other teams, and Evil Geniuses trying to play catch-up now to Renegades. So this is a crucial win for them moving forward. But this is the HCS Pro League Week 5. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.